Welcome back to Weems Motor Co. Today, we're going to take care of that 2008 Triumph Bonneville. We're going to do some upgrades. Stick around. Alright, so you guys seen in the last video where we took that bike out and we were talking about all of the things that we would change and do. Well, it's time to change and do those things to this Triumph. And there's not a whole lot of people out there that offer custom parts for your newer Triumphs that I would consider quality parts or really even just cool parts. And one of those companies is who is sponsoring today's video, and that is Joker Machine. These guys carry stuff for Harley Davidsons, for Triumphs, for pretty much all brands of motorcycles that are cool. If your motorcycle's not cool, they're just not going to carry parts for you. Sorry about that. But they said, hey, we want to sponsor this video. We're going to send you a bunch of cool parts. And I was like, hey, let's go on and see what they got. We picked out some cool stuff for this bike, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about some of these upgrades. But on top of that, we have somebody special in our garage today. You guys probably maybe have seen him in some backgrounds and some videos, but his name is
Mark, Moto Mortician.
Moto Mortician, Mark. What's special about this guy, he was actually our very first patron. Very first. So this guy, he gets all that cool behind the scenes content, and somehow he gets to come to the garage and help me work on motorcycles. But what's cool about him is that he has Joker Machine parts on his Harley Davidson. So that's what we're going to do really quick. We're going to go check out, what's the bike?
It is a 2020 Street Glide Special.
2020 Street Glide Special.
Yep. It's a Harley in Triumph territory.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a cool bike, and that's all that matters is cool motorcycle. See, even Harley guys follow us here at Weems Motor Co., so that's cool. So let's go check out his motorcycle real quick. All right, so here we are out in the driveway. Got the shadows casting over our face as the sun shines down on us here in Florida. I know a lot of you guys up north are kind of jealous. He's from up north.
It's snowing in Ohio today, so I am grateful to be in this paradise.
He's down in Weems Motor Co. enjoying the beautiful weather. Of course, it's like 1,000% humidity because it did rain this morning, but the 2020 Street Glide is one hops of a motorcycle. So this is what, a 114? You got like some cams or something? What do you got going on?
114, 475, SNS cam plate, chest. It'll move.
It'll move. It'll move. I had the opportunity to ride the Road King Kong from Shade Tree Surgeon, and that thing was a monster, but I'm sure this thing will get up and haul just as good as that. But what's cool about this bike is you went ahead and upgraded your floorboards, your passenger pegs. You even threw some highway pegs on there, and on the other side of the bike is a brake pedal, all from who?
Joker Machine.
Joker Machine. And so you've had time to actually put miles on these pegs and everything like that. What would you have to say is like the best thing about them?
Well, like today, it was raining on me while I rode from where I'm staying over to Weems Motor Co. And their grip is great. There was no slip. Even after I picked my boots up off the ground and it was wet, they look killer.
They're killer. That's one thing I have to say is they're very like the way they machine things is very mechanical looking. It looks very aggressive. Like it has a mean factor to it.
It does, but they're grippy. They look great. It's something that stands out. It's a simple way that anybody who has some limited mechanical knowledge, if you know how to turn a wrench, you can replace your floorboards. Snap rings are the hardest part.
Can we teach Austin how to do it?
Definitely.
Okay.
That kid can weld. That kid can weld. You could teach him to do this.
Sure. We'll get Addie out here. We'll let her get to work on it. So, well, let's go check out what Joker Machine has sent to us for this 2008 Triumph. All right, Mark. So, you ever worked on a Triumph?
I've never even ridden a Triumph.
Ooh, he gets to do two new things today. So he's gonna help me work on this Triumph. We're gonna get these super sweet bar end mirrors. We got a new clutch cable holder. Got these super sweet, they just released these. These are their turn signals that mount on the front forks. We're gonna get it knocked out on this, get this bike ready to go, and we're gonna let Mark take his first ride on a Triumph ever. Whoa. Maybe by the end of the day he might ride 2 Triumphs. We'll see about that though. Ooh, spooky. Stick around. Countries that use metric system, right? Do you know that their ratchets are still 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch?
I didn't know that.
Guys, so we got the tank seat off of this thing. Mark's helping me out a lot with that. But these blinkers, these are from Joker Machine. They are called the Rat Eye blinkers. And they do come with some other things like, you know, LED diodes and things like that. So if your bike doesn't already have LED lights on it, you want to install those things. So the prior owner on this bike actually already had converted these over to LED style blinkers. So all we have to do is simply take those 2 little wires, solder them right into the same points, make sure that we shrink tube them up and get them good. And these cool things, they just clamp right around the fork tube and look really awesome right there. That's why I got them. I wanted something that was a little bit more inconspicuous because we're making this bike look like a 1960s style Triumph, which didn't have blinkers on it when they came out. So I'm gonna try to hide these a little bit, maybe turn them inside, but let's get it done. Blinker done, pretty easy job, couple wires each, a little soldering, a little shrink tubing, got it done. Mark did a great job stripping the wires. Good job, buddy. Good job. He's holding the camera. All right, so another thing that bothers me a lot about this bike, if you look right here, is the stem nut. And the stem nut has been painted, and that's something you're kind of looking at the whole time you're riding, and I'm like, well, let me see if they got anything cool for it. And just so happened that Joker Machine has these amazing Triumph stem nuts. You can get these in polished black. I like the standardized aluminum finish. So let's throw that on really quick, and then we can move on to those super cool mirrors. Let's get it done. Well, that was easy. Since I'm working my tail off really hard, and Mark is the one over here that's actually sweating. It's probably because he's from Ohio and it's stinking hot here in Florida. He gets to install the bar end mirrors. He's got to put in the work. If he's going to come hang out here at Weems Motor Co., you got to put in the work.
Okay.
Let's do it. What are you doing, bro? You trying to cut up my motorcycle?
I'm just...
You're trying to... I think the razor knife needs a new blade in it.
It does.
It does? Okay, let's change that blade out.
It was the blade. It wasn't entirely me. Mr. Mark, I'm wondering, should
we keep all 4 mirrors on there?
Oh, you could see anything coming from every direction that way.
Reminds me of like an insect or something like that. Let's rip those mirrors off of there. Let's take them off. Get it. All right, Mr. Mark, great job on getting those mirrors taken off. We no longer have Mickey Mouse ears sitting up there, so that's cool. Last little thing to knock out before you get to ride your Triumph for the very first time is we're gonna put this little clutch cable bracket on there, and then we're gonna go ride. Awesome. All right, Mr. Mark, well, I think that looks pretty amazing. Got all of those Joker machine parts on there. You did it, nailed it right here. Boom, awesome job. Now we're gonna throw that tank and that seat back on there, and you are going to get to ride your very first Triumph. Are you really excited? I mean, you're a Harley guy. I mean,
you know, I'm a motorcycle guy.
Okay.
I own a Harley, but I appreciate all bikes.
Okay, so you've rode many other bikes or just mostly Harleys?
Mostly Harleys, but a number of different ones, yes.
If Harley never existed, what motorcycle would you own?
Ooh.
Good question, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I have an answer to that. Because
not one of those...
motorcycles wouldn't be as cool then, would they?
Did you know that, what year was Harley Davidson started?
Yeah. I know.
1903. Triumph began in 1901.
Okay.
So Triumphs were around before Harleys ever existed.
That's okay. My business started in 1839, so I'm older than all y'all.
Well, they didn't have motorcycles. Well, they did. They had like steam-powered, wooden-framed motorcycles back then, but not the same as what we do. So let's get this seat and that tank on there, and let's let you ride a Triumph for the first time. Let's do it. Mr. Mark, first time riding a Triumph. Did you have a smile on your face?
I did.
Good, because people are going to see that in the camera. So, what was your knee-jerk reaction?
You know, very smooth. Just getting used to a different clutch on a different bike was probably my biggest struggle. And
did you find yourself like feathering it more, or just like dumping it more?
It was just trying to figure out where the engage point was on the release. But you know, once I kind of found that, I was good.
And I'm sure I wasn't with him on the ride. I'm sure he was probably riding it like a Harley, like low lugging, chugging. These bikes are made to ride them like you stole them. So when you get up around 3,000-4,000, that's when this bike's like in its comfort zone. So
I did only just take it around your neighborhood, so
well, that's your fault. You could have went further, but I know you got peed on.
That wasn't that.
It's all good. Florida, you know, it rains here all the time. So thank you, Mr. Mark, for helping out with the project. Got us all hooked up with our Joker Machine products today. Thank you, Joker Machine, for sponsoring this video. If you guys are new around here, make sure you jump down and hit that subscribe button. If you really like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on right here
at Weems Motor Co.
like he does it every day.
Peace.